It's Valentine's Day tomorrow, so we thought it would be fun to have TV and radio sexologist Dr. Nikki Goldstein join us this morning. Hello.
Hello. Happy pre-Valentine's Day.
Thank you for our presents. I think this is the most I'll get for Valentine's Day, but we'll just leave that there.
Well, that depends. You could use your gift
Maybe.
to get more on Valentine's
Well,
Day.
maybe, sure.
Did you see what I got, Vaughan?
No.
It looks like a lipstick.
But it's not a lipstick.
It's a fun
It's a
lipstick.
toy. It's a fun toy. Okay.
fun lipstick.
Goodness
Fantastic.
me.
And then when you're looking around your bag for that lipstick, you'll probably pull the
Yeah.
wrong one out. Yeah.
I reckon that would get you in trouble at airport security if you forgot you left that in your
Yeah.
handbag.
Oh, yeah. That's
Don't want to do that.
Don't take that on an international flight.
No.
Or to the Middle East.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Very true.
What are you in prison for? I thought it was a lipstick, but it's an adult fun toy. Yeah.
And here
Wow.
we are.
It does happen. I have heard of those cases where people are taking adult products into the Middle East and it's not allowed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nuts, eh?
What they're missing.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, among other things, you are talking about how social media is killing Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so this is my pet peeve because I get really annoyed when you scroll through things like Instagram and Facebook and everyone's putting these grand gestures of this perfect romantic Valentine's Day and this humongous bunch of flowers and gifts, and we all know that that's not the reality and that couple's probably fighting or someone's cheating or they're at, the end of their relationship. And for everybody else, doesn't matter what your partner has done, you look at that and think, I missed out, or that's not good enough. So this is where I think this Valentine's Day we have to actually get a bit more real on social media, which is why I'm encouraging people to post their bad Valentine's Day stories, to kind of actually have a look at the fact that it can be an imperfect day and it isn't supposed to be this romantic flying cupids and hearts looks perfection. Really, we've got to be present and appreciate whatever our partner does do for us, but also celebrate love in general and not put this pressure that we all have to project the
Yeah.
perfect persona.
But you could say that's for anything at the moment in life.
Yeah.
Because
this is how it
what
is.
social media is doing to us, isn't it?
Yeah, but then on Valentine's Day, it's amplified.
Yeah.
So it's a good issue to talk about because I think we need to be more mindful when we are posting about our relationships. Are we doing it for validation from other people? Do we really need to post everything that happens at someone's birthday, it's an anniversary, and we've all got those friends that they're arguing and then you see that post, oh babe, I'd be lost without you.
Yeah.
Which, tell them, they're probably laying right next to you in the bed. Why not tell them and keep some private moments for yourself and your partner and be present with those and just share some things, not everything.
We should just get rid of Valentine's Day full stop then.
Well, sometimes I think it's not a bad idea because really, what's the intent of it?
Yeah. Sell things and buy overpriced flowers.
It has become commercialized. I mean, I feel like you can't not do it. You'd feel like you're missing out if you just ignore the whole thing together. So a solution would be cancelling it, but I think you'd have a lot of people to object to that. So that's why I think you've got to redefine it. Like, celebrate love. If you've got a best mate or you've got a family member, I sent my mum a flower, like one of those forever flowers in a box. I sent my brother flowers to his work, but I did it with the intent just to embarrass him.
I like that idea.
It's a nice sister, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just a big bunch of flowers that rocks up to the office and be like, oh, who's it from? Your sister.
Yeah.
But now I feel guilty because, you guys know, me and my husband are real, soppy, and we always do romantic things. And then...
Are you that person that posts everything online?
She doesn't post, in her defense, she doesn't post everything. But we all know.
But a lot.
But not everything. We all know people who are worse.
Well, this is it. I get that you want to share some things, but
Yeah.
I think it's always asking the why. Like, you've got to challenge yourself. Well, what is the intent?
Yeah.
Do I actually want to share this moment, or just call a spade a spade? Am I looking to feel good about myself and get a bit of a rise from the validation? Because I think we've got to be honest with ourselves and go, well, why are we doing it? Do we actually want to share this moment, or is there a secret intent? And that's kind of that cycle for how we're using online these days, is it's become more about validation than communication or sharing a moment. And that sends us into that headspace of not being present and not being able to appreciate where we are, or a dinner that we're at, or a function that we're at. It's more about, will I get validation for that image later when I put it up? And then it'll look like I had a good time. And then I can convince myself I had a good time.
Oh my God.
Is this too deep for the morning?
No,
I
it's
feel
good.
like that's kind of why anyone posts on Instagram. It's just like, it's not really because you're like wanting to share this moment with everyone. It's just like everyone just wants a bit of validation.
But then it becomes a dangerous cycle. You know,
Yeah.
when do we
Yeah.
actually stop and
Totally.
be happy? We're so caught up in that online world. And we've been given this great tool. Like, it's fantastic. We can grow businesses from it. We can communicate. But I really think that we need to have a healthier relationship with social media, not just for the relationships, for your life in general.
Because there are people that live every aspect online of their relationship, and you wonder what their relationship would look like if that suddenly disappeared.
Where would they post those mushy posts to say, hey, love you, babe? Would they
Yeah.
actually have to talk to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds horrible, but you know, my partner doesn't have social media, so I'm in a position where I actually just have to say, "Hey, I love you," and it is kind of nice. Like, we get to save ourselves away from why are you following that person and why have you liked their post. You know, you don't have to do all of
Well,
that.
thankfully, Instagram did get rid of that feature. Just to save us
Thankfully
all.
for Fletch.
Yeah. Someone is very lucky.
Me.
Yes, you.
Don't play innocent. Okay, they're very, very interesting. So, go on.
How would you propose people navigate? Because not everyone likes Valentine's Day. I love it. We're both very soppy and romantic and we always do things. But not everyone loves Valentine's Day. How do people navigate the day?
Well, I think that you should celebrate love in general. So, you know, if you do want to do it, but you don't have a partner or you don't have a partner that you're really into the soppy thing, like a lot of women, right? Guys aren't always into Valentine's Day, but it tends to be something that women want to do. So why not celebrate or go out for dinner with a girlfriend, and you're probably going to have a better time and dote after each other and say, I'll buy you a bunch of flowers. Why don't you buy me one? And that way you're probably not going to be left disappointed. But you don't have to celebrate Valentine's Day. If this is not something that you believe in and you think that you should be showing love every day, then don't feel the pressure to conform just because everyone else is doing it. I think that's the important message, that however you want to live your relationship, whatever rules you want to live by, then back that up. Don't cave in because someone else is doing it all, or feel like you have to do that gesture, even when it might not be what your relationship is about, because you don't want to miss out.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to be honest instead of thinking what you should be doing to please the masses.
Yeah.
Right, and you've got a book, don't you? What's
I
it called?
do.
Single.
Single but dating.
Yeah.
So if you're single on Valentine's Day, pick up Single but dating.
And that one of those lipstick things that make.
Yeah. The night goes really bad.
Oh, I could say the night would go very well.
Now, you know it doesn't do makeup, right?
What does it do? Oh, I know.
Well, Dr. Nikki Goldstein, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Happy Valentine's.